Have you ever felt like you were giving it your all, fighting with everything you had, yet the challenges kept coming? As if, with every victory, something pulled you back to square one. I know that feeling of being so close to achieving something great, but never quite able to push past that final obstacle. It's frustrating. It feels like life is constantly testing your limits, making you question, why is this happening to me? The good news is, you're not alone in this. In fact, you may be closer than you think to a great revelation. And I'm about to tell you a secret that could change everything. It's not just a coincidence. It's not bad luck. There's something much bigger happening behind the scenes of your life. Something that goes beyond your understanding, but if you grasp it, it could completely transform your future. I know what you've been facing hasn't been easy. I know the struggle has been real and exhausting. But everything you're experiencing, every challenge, every frustration, has a purpose. These aren't obstacles, they're keys. Keys to something much greater, something you can't yet see. So take a deep breath. Pay attention. What you're about to discover might be the key to unlocking a new door in your life, and believe me, this could be the moment that changes everything. How many times have you found yourself giving everything you've got, pushing yourself to the limit, but still unable to reach what you so desperately desire? The feeling of being so close, yet so far, as if some invisible force is blocking your way. You feel like you're constantly fighting, don't you? A fight that seems endless, against something you can't touch, but that's always there, standing in your way. You may be exhausted, having asked yourself hundreds of times, why is this happening to me? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I get through this? These obstacles may seem like a curse, something that just holds you back, preventing you from moving forward. But what if I told you there's a purpose behind all of this? What if these struggles weren't just there to defeat you, but to prepare you for something far greater than you can imagine? I know right now everything might seem senseless. The pain is real, the challenges are heavy, and often, you feel like you have no energy left to keep going. But as difficult as it may be, I need you to understand, every difficulty you face, every stone that appears in your path, is a sign. A sign that you're being prepared. You may not understand it now, but these obstacles, no matter how painful, are not a coincidence. They are there to shape you, to make you stronger, more prepared, and more capable of handling what's to come. It feels like you're climbing a steep mountain, where with every step, something pulls you back. But it's in this moment, right in the midst of this resistance, that you're being forged for what lies ahead. These highs and lows, these falls and rises, are the lessons life has for you. It's not a punishment. It's not a mistake. They are the trials necessary for your transformation. You may not see it now, but this process, as painful as it is the preparation you need to reach what you desire. What you're dreaming of, but that feels so far away, is closer than you think. These obstacles aren't enemies, they're teachers. They're showing you what you need to learn before you can achieve what's reserved for you. So, as hard as it is, know that every step you take is a step toward your true destiny. What you're living through now, no matter how challenging, is shaping you into a stronger, more resilient, and more capable version of yourself, ready to achieve everything you've always dreamed of. Now, Imagine for a moment that behind every struggle, every challenge, there is an invisible force. Something you can't see, but that is tirelessly working behind the scenes of your life, guiding your steps. Maybe you've never noticed it, but this force has always been by your side, following every decision, every mistake, every victory, and every failure. It has been your ally all along, ready to help, ready to guide you to the path you deserve. You might be wondering, how is this possible? How can an invisible force be really helping me when all I see is pain, obstacles, and frustration? I understand that doubt. But the truth is, you've never been alone. From the very beginning of your journey, something greater has been working to support you. And perhaps, only now, you're beginning to realize that there's something much bigger at play, something beyond your immediate understanding. This force, however, cannot act without your permission. It is waiting for a sign, waiting for you to recognize its presence and allow it to guide your steps. Don't be fooled into thinking you are fighting alone. You are not. This greater force, which has always been by your side, is a transformative energy that leads you to where you need to be, even if you can't clearly see the path. But here's the secret: it can't do everything on its own. For this force to fully manifest in your life, you must take the first step. You need to believe that it's there, even if you don't see it. You need to open your eyes to what's happening and trust that everything you are going through is part of a bigger plan. The pain, the obstacles, the moments of despair, everything is preparation. You are being guided, molded, to become the person you need to be to achieve what is destined for you. But for that to happen, you need to collaborate with the process. The good news is, help is available. The power to transform your life is already within your reach. But for this to truly happen, you must trust. You must believe, even in the toughest moments, that something greater is working on your behalf. You are not being tested without reason. Every challenge you face is preparing you for the person you are about to become. You are being guided by something invisible, yet powerful, something that, when you finally realize it, will make you understand that everything you've been through until now was essential for your growth. Now is the time to collaborate, to take that conscious step, to surrender to the greater force that has been working in your favor. The road won't be easy, but help is there, waiting for you to accept it, ready to transform your life, as long as you choose to allow it. The situation you're in right now, believe me, is intensifying. I know you can feel it. That feeling of constantly banging on the same door, trying to open it, but it won't give way. Or perhaps, no matter how hard you try, it feels like life is always pushing you back, like an endless cycle of attempts and failures. Each step you take feels harder than the last, and I completely understand how exhausting this can be. It's as if you're stuck in a constant struggle, where the next move seems impossible, yet you keep trying, not really knowing why things aren't happening the way you want them to. It's normal to feel this frustration, this sense of being stuck. But what you don't see is that with each obstacle you face, you are being shaped, prepared for something greater. I know everything seems tough right now, but believe me, every challenge you're overcoming is preparing you for the next level of your life. Now, imagine, for a moment, that there's an invisible wall in front of you. You can feel its presence, right? You sense that something is blocking your path, but you can't see or fully understand what it is. This wall isn't physical, you can't touch it, but you can feel its weight, the tension in your chest, the feeling that something is preventing you from moving forward. And do you know what's even more challenging? This wall is not a definitive barrier. It wasn't placed there to destroy you, but to test you. It's a test. A test to see how far you're willing to go, how far you're willing to fight for the life you know you deserve. Because behind this wall is your future. It's the realization of your dreams, of the things you truly desire. But to get there, you need to make a crucial choice, you need to act. You need to decide that this wall, no matter how immense it seems, will not stop you. The key is in your hands, and the help you need is already around you. But for this help to reveal itself, you need to take the next step. It's no longer a matter of waiting for things to improve on their own. It's about making the decision to break through this wall, even if you don't know what's on the other side. Transformation is about to happen, but it depends on you. The choice is in your hands, and all you need to do now is decide to take action. Now, you find yourself at a crossroads, a choice that can transform everything in your life. You are at the point where everything you've experienced so far, the struggles, the challenges, the victories, and the defeats, comes together in a single moment. This is the turning point, where you decide which direction to go. And the choice you make now will determine not only what comes next, but how you will live from this moment forward. You can continue trying to deal with the obstacles in the same way, repeating the same strategies that have gotten you this far. But deep down, you know this won't change the reality you're living in. It won't take you further, it won't get you where you want to go. Or, you can decide to take the next step, to take a different approach, and choose a path that will challenge you, transform you, and lead you to something greater. The truth is, this choice isn't easy. You could choose the route you already know. The route where things seem safer. Where fear doesn't challenge you and the path is familiar. But if you choose this route, the question is, will you really grow? Will you reach the transformation you desire? Will you achieve what is truly possible for you? The answer is no. Because in the comfort zone, growth doesn't happen. Nothing new is revealed there. But now, if you choose to move forward, to take that first step out of your safety zone, even without knowing what lies ahead, the possibilities become endless. It may be scary, of course. The unknown always brings uncertainty. But it is exactly this uncertainty that moves you into action. And when you choose to trust in what's coming, even without seeing all the details, you begin to do something powerful. You begin to take control of your destiny. The choice is yours, and only you can make it. But remember, every decision you make now will have a direct impact on your reality. The doors that will open, the opportunities that will arise, your own growth, it all depends on what you choose to do now. So, I ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to make the decision that will change everything? Are you ready to take that first brave step toward the future you know you deserve? Because once you take that step, nothing will ever be the same. What you choose now will shape your reality in ways you can't even imagine. The decision is in your hands. And the time to act is now. I want you to keep something very important in your heart, what you're going through right now, all these challenges, this feeling of constant struggle, is not the end of your story. It's just the beginning. I know it may sometimes feel like you're in an endless cycle, facing obstacles that seem insurmountable. But what you need to understand is that these challenges are not here to destroy you. They are part of a process of preparation for something much greater, something that is reserved for you, something you can't see yet, but it's closer than you think. You may not realize it now, but every difficulty you face is shaping you, making you stronger, more resilient, more prepared. What you perceive as an insurmountable wall, what seems like a definitive obstacle, is actually just a test. A test to see how far you're willing to go. And when you decide to move forward, when you take that first courageous step, you'll realize that what was holding you back was just your own doubt. The invisible wall you feel is not a final barrier, it's only a temporary block. And you, with your courage and determination, can break it down. Now, I tell you, the future you desire is not far away. It's not out there, waiting in some distant place that you still need to reach. The future is here, right now, right in front of you, waiting for you to take the next step. And the only thing standing between you and the future you deserve is your belief in yourself. All you need to do is believe that you are capable. The only thing missing right now is that decision. Don't wait anymore. Don't wait for the perfect conditions, because they won't come on their own. The perfect moment is now, and the future begins with your next step. The power to change, the power to transform your life, is in your hands. So, what will you do now? The choice is yours.